Strammer Max is a German open-faced sandwich, and a relatively simple one. Ham on a slice of rustic rye bread, topped with a fried egg and garnished with tomato, pickle, some chives or parsley. Strammer is the masculine form of the German adjective stram, meaning tight or taut or firm. And Max, of course, is a first name, so Strammer in this context is often translated as strapping, as in strapping young man, or strapping Max in this case. Some folks on the internet have convinced themselves that the name of this sandwich is a little more X-rated, though. These people take the word strammer a bit further to mean bulging or erect, and speculate that the name Max might be a euphemism for male anatomy, much the way that the names Dick or Willie are sometimes used in English. I have checked with German-speaking friends, and they assure me that this is not the case, so I will not be referring to this sandwich as a ham Viagra after all. I made it with Black Forest ham, and if you are in the US, you might think of Black Forest ham as looking like this, all wet and perfectly circular and dyed on the outside to look like it was smoked. But this is what Black Forest ham looks like in Germany, dry-cured like prosciutto, but smoked as well, intensely salty and smoky and not subtle at all. I also made it with Westphalian ham, which is also dry-cured and smoked, but less intensely flavored than the Black Forest ham. Heating either of these hams is a shame, concentrating their flavors but losing the fine texture of a dry-cured ham. But the melted cheese, Tilsiter or Emmentaler would be ideal, though the Gouda and Munster that I used were also fine, does complement the ham well, as do the sweet cherry tomatoes I used for garnish. I also made one using Leberkäse, which is a personal favorite of mine. Leberkäse translates as liver cheese, but contains neither usually. It's a kind of forcemeat sausage that is baked in loaf pans in German-speaking countries. Brown mustard is the natural accompaniment for Leberkäse, and the tomatoes are completely unnecessary with this version. I've been pan-toasting the bread for these, but German Butterbrot usually use untoasted bread. Butterbrot is a word meaning butter bread that is a generic term for this type of open-faced sandwich, much the way smørbrød is in Danish. And leaving the bread at room temperature allows me to spread a thick smear of soft butter on the bread, top it with both types of ham, and a fried egg, which will gently warm the ham without melting the butter. Unmelted butter and ham is a fine combination, as anyone who's ever had a French jambon beurre sandwich can attest. And a fried egg topping is the little black dress of the culinary world. It's appropriate for any occasion.